So I just had a friend who's on my Plexus team send me a message with some struggles that she's having that I thought would be really great to just kind of share my thoughts and feedback here for other people who might also be going through similar feelings. So what she said to me was she has deep belief in the Plexus products because they've totally changed her health. This is a woman who's about to have her sixth child. She believes in this opportunity. She sees what it has done for so many people. She's slowly starting to see a little bit of what it could do for her. But what she struggles with is belief in herself, confidence in herself. It also doesn't help that her family doesn't really support her. They've, not in a rude way, but have just reminded her, like, hey, this doesn't really happen for people. Like, this is not a sustainable business. I don't think that this is actually going to happen for you. So she doesn't have the confidence and the support from her family. She doesn't have confidence in herself. And so she came to me saying, tell me what to do. Like, what book should I read? What podcast should I listen to? And so I just want to share with you, the feedback I gave to her. So I am a diamond in this company. I started this business so afraid of what other people would think. I was super skeptical before I began this business. Like, for 4 years, I would swear to my husband and my friends, like, I will never do that. Like, that feels so icky. I would never, ever do that. But then things changed. My heart changed. My health was starting to change. And I knew that this was going to be the vessel to change everything for my family. But I did not enter into this business with a lot of confidence. I had no knowledge about the products. I had no knowledge about science stuff. I just knew what the products were starting to do for me and starting to do for my friends that I was, seeing all around. I also shared with my parents that I was going to be doing this. And I remember, in a very loving way, my mom and dad both said, it's a pyramid scheme and it's not going to work. And very few people make money here. So just be really careful. And so I felt deflated and defeated that, my parents were already thinking that, but I had this prompting in my soul that this was going to be the way to change everything for my family. So I listened to my gut. In addition to my parents thinking that it was going to be a pyramid scheme, I have siblings that were completely unsupportive. My sister and her husband unfollowed me on social media for 3 or 4 years, and just kind of behind my back made fun of me. There was another situation where I was told that I was an embarrassment to the family. And so there just were a lot of really hard things that I went through on the family side. So I totally understand that. But if there's something in your gut that's telling you this is going to change everything for my family, lean into that. Because the way that I see it, you can operate your business from your heart, the way that you would want to be treated, the way that you would want to be cared for as a customer. Like, you get to do that while earning a paycheck, while getting healthy yourself. So your worth is not in what other people think of you. If you're showing up to this business with integrity, with heart, with passion to serve, you don't want to be an icky salesperson. You're not in it just to make tons and tons and tons of money, and that's all you're thinking about, but you're in it because you feel this prompting in your soul that this is going to be the thing that changes everything for your family. And the fact of the matter with this business model is, if it changes everything for your family, other families are going to be affected positively as well. Like, you can't get to the top by yourself. And that means so many other people underneath you on your team will also reap incredible benefits. Next, with the confidence thing. I'm reading a book in my Bible study right now by Eugene Peterson, and he said something in there. He was talking about worship, and he said something to the point of, you can act your way into feeling. Like, if you're not feeling, in a spirit of worship, your actions can lead you to that feeling. But it's much harder for you to feel your way into action. And I think that rings so true for our business here too, is that you can get into daily activity And that's going to grow your confidence because you're going to see stretching your comfort zone isn't killing you. It's actually bringing fulfillment. It's bringing fruit. You are growing your business, which is going to grow your confidence. Rather than waiting to feel motivated or rather than waiting to feel confident, you've got to get into activity. I remember when I first started my business, it was about 6 months in. I remember a lot of really hard things happened in my business, really hurtful, hard things. And I remember being really upset about it. And I remember my my upline telling me that I just wasn't confident and that I needed to get back into some confidence. At the moment, I remember feeling really frustrated, like, you're not hearing me. These hard things have happened. But what happened was I just kind of got paralyzed and stopped doing any activity. And I was really dwelling on the hard and the negative and getting into my head and finding my worth and what other people were thinking, or finding my worth and if people were ordering or not ordering, if I was a good leader. And so I stopped getting into activity and I really leaned into the feelings, and that was not blessing anything or anybody. And so I had to rebuild my confidence and rebuild my belief, and that only came from action. So my takeaways from all of this is you may not have your closest family and friends supporting you, but if you're operating with a heart of just service and integrity and character and vision for your family and all of those things, it's okay. Like, it's okay if you don't have their support. More than likely, they just don't understand. I will say now, my dad is one of my biggest supporters. Now he'll sit here and say to me, you go prove them wrong. You go prove those naysayers wrong. Like, this is important work that you're doing. You go prove them wrong. So that has been very helpful. So don't find your worth in what other people think about you. And 2, build your confidence by being in consistent activity. That is going to help you to feel more confident in what you're doing, which will then become way more contagious. People want to work with people who have belief in the products, who have belief in this opportunity, and who have belief in themselves and other people. And that confidence comes across as very contagious and very belief building. So I hope that helps.